Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Tuesday the 14th of October 2025, and our setter is Izetti. So this is the 17th puzzle of the year from Izetti. He can be a very difficult, tough setter. Almost always includes some words in there you don't know. He has eased up in recent months though, and the last 6 or 7 puzzles I've been averaging about 9 minutes. Last time out though I had a bit of a failure down in the southeast corner. I got a couple of wrong genii and got the past tense of get on rather than, I can't remember what it was now, on get in or something wrong. So I need a bit of redemption today I think. So I think that's enough chatting. Let's reset the timer and crack on. Hard work, a new phrase to promote product. Hopan slogan, hard slogan, yeah, slogan. Examined pupil initially dressed up. Examined. Dressed. I would think that's P-E-D, but I'm not sure. Shocked a street with headless dog. Shock a street. Well, A-S-T, headless dog would be, I don't know. What is it, not arduous? Shock. Astir. Male swimmer who was a national hero. Is the swimmer going to be a fish or is it going to be an actual male swimmer? M. National hero. It's going to be some legend, isn't it? Probably. One US soldier in middle of road. Rigid. Immoral leader of Conservatives cheated. Cheated. Don't know what that's going to be. Immoral. Story being told of country bordering a couple of rivers. Bordering a couple of rivers. So AAA. Narrative. Native. Narrative. Native. Country. Of country I think is native. Wow. A narrative is the story being told. A class act. Kind sort. Class act. Is that going to be something like a drama play? Nativity. Pulled along to get married. To wed. Toad. Traditional Sunday lunch. That's a sort that's cooked. Is that roast? A sort. Yeah, it's just a sort, isn't it? Cavity is source of trouble. I must say that. Cavity. I may say that. Is source of trouble. Teeth trouble. Cavity hole. Judge falls with harshness ultimately. Judge. Falls are twits. Trying to stop goal. Brill finish. Brill finish. Something end. Int end. Ace end. Brill. Ace fab end. Let's put end anyway. Trying to stop. Was it trying a goal? Try end. Gonna leave that like that. I'm not sure about that really. Domestic fight is a domestic fight. Flight, sorry, stairs. Domestic flight. That's just stairs, isn't it? Isn't that just a? I think that's just a cryptic coup at grannies. Funny old folk. What's that? Oh, that AST may be wrong. I think. I don't know. Actually, that is stairs. Come back to that. I think. A northern city. Giving up land in pieces. N city and giving up land in pieces. Or is it land? Asunder? Asunder. Giving up is under. Can't see where the city comes from though. Okay, let's go to went on horseback rodeo. Maybe that's rodeo. Road with an EO on it. Unqualified chess player is. What's that? Unqualified chess players. Is that going to be a bad pun? Wasn't it? Unqualified. New men. Greatly fears sadder changes. Dreads. Gave a speech. Assertion in a legal document. Deed. Assertion is a Gave a speech. D. Orated. Decorated. Don't know. Great home with past. Home is in with past perhaps put behind. Great. In. What was that? In. Atrix upset is actually an anagram of atrix, which makes that a trick. Old city. Changed Edward. Ed would changed diet. Edited. Changed. Okay, that D looks good. Some loathsome oaths, swear words. Right. Well, not bad, not great. Examined is initially dressed up. Is it initially D? Drozed. Examined pupil. Pupil shot is. And dressed up is robed? Probed. I think that's probed, isn't it? That becomes unqualified chess players. No idea. Male swimmer who is a national hero. Male swimmer. Is that going to be can't think of any national heroes. My word. Right, let's look at one over here. Q at grannies, because that's just an anagram. Q at grannies, isn't it? Old folk are nonagenarians, nongenarians, rians. There's an octogenarians, isn't it? Octo, yeah, looks about right. Octogenarians, right. This one, shock. Okay, I had AST, didn't I? Astound, a hound without a thing. I'm going to leave stairs in there. I'm not convinced by it, but a northern city, giving up land in pieces. In pieces is asunder, I think, isn't it? But why a northern city? Sunder. Sunderland, okay. Asunder, fair enough. This gave a speech. Deed, what's this down here? Cavity is the source of trouble. Asthma T, source of trouble. I may say that. Gosh. This one, a class act. Form. Well, A looks from A is normally an important letter in a Izetti puzzle. Atrix, K, car, Catrick. Can't be Catrick, can it? This one here, judges, assesses, assess. Oh, what's that? Okay, so that's not LA, old, a trick. Upset, it's just putting a trick upwards, A, and then scam going upwards or something to give an old city, which is going to be, don't know. This one again, tried to stop goal, brawl finish. Oh, is that going to be like, finish is an end, a goal is an end, try is a attempt, is a go, ego. This is my real also a problem. One unqualified is wet behind the ears. No. Cool. Male swimmer. Got no idea what to do that one. I cannot think of a. Can't see. Yeah, male will be he or something, but there's no there. So is it just a swimmer? Is it a male fish? Who was a national hero? I can't think of any national heroes. 5 letters beginning with D. It was something like Daedalus and Icarus. I won't surprise if it's someone from mythology or something. Immoral leader of conservatives. Cheated. Leader is a C, isn't it? So, conned. Immoral is. So what's this? Declared. Assertion. It can't be declared. D. Gave a speech. D. Assertion is a. Cool. I don't know. D. It doesn't have to be a D does it, but I think it probably is because it's a past tense word. Immoral is cheated is conned. I mean, I don't. Yeah, that's dread, isn't it? That's sadder anagram. Yep. So I think ed is probably the right thing for a cheated word. Conservative, leader conservative. C. Cheated is. Immoral is. Not coming to me on either front. This one, unqualified. Chess players are black and white, aren't they? Duh. Okay, black. Is that narrative? Ah, okay, that's interesting. Narration and nation. Ah, that's why. Nation. Ah, that makes more sense. Crooked. Rooked. Rooked, I think, is probably a word that would come out. Male swimmer is a drake. As in yeah, and Francis Drake. Fair enough. Cavity. Is sort of struggle. D is T. Ist is probably that. So that just leaves cavity to be a dent. Tist. Oh, makes sense. I may say that. Yep. In. What's this? With past behind. In. Perhaps put behind. In. Great. That suggests end is probably right. Try to stop goal. Brill finish. The a class act. Class is a sort. If that was a sort, what would that give me? Parcel act. Can't see that. D gave a speech. D. I'll write it out horizontally so that makes any difference to my day. DEC A something ED. D. Claim. I think that's claimed, isn't it? That's a good old. I think that's claimed. Which makes that act. Form. Per form. Yeah, one for per form. Fair enough. This one is Sparta. Oh, Sparta. There we go. Which is a trap. Which just leaves these two down here now. Can I see them both? No, I can't. Okay, 12 minutes. In great home. Home is in with past put behind. Int what? Int. Instant. No, int. And this one. Try to stop. Goal. Brill finish. I don't. Brill is a real. I won't suppose if it's something like brilliantine. Finish is and ace end. Ascertain. Try to stop goal is to keep end. Keep. It doesn't have to be an ED there, but I think it is. Quite unqualified as black and white. I mean, that's a weird thing, really. Okay, it's not got qualifiers on it. Int. Great. Intense. Intense. Great is intense, isn't it? Why is that tense? Past put perhaps behind. Yeah. So what's this? Trying to stop. Defend. 1303. Okay, got there. Okay, that's not a bad time. I mean, that's above average for me. Maybe slower than my recent average, but overall 1303 is still a fastish time. Let's go through that then. So what do we got? I don't think that was as easy as some of his recent puzzles. So one across. Okay, hard work is a slog. A is in the clue, and N for new. And a phrase to promote a product is a slogan. Examined is probed. That's your definition. P from pupil. Initially is saying take that P. Dressed up is robed. That's a nasty synonym. Shock is to astound. A is in the clue. ST for street. And headless dog. So the dog is a hound without the H. Right, got a male swimmer. So a drake is a male swan, I want to say. So do they swim? They swim on the surface. That's a little bit slightly misleading. I mean, I suppose you do swim on the surface to some extent. If you're swimming, you're out at sea, aren't you? So, yeah, male swimmer is a Drake, and Sir Francis Drake was the national hero. Did he defeat the Spanish Armada? One is I. GI is a US soldier in the middle of roads. Got R&D for road, and standing firm is rigid. Immoral is crooked. Leader of Conservatives is C. Cheated is rooked. That's a classic Izetti synonym that no one born. Well, I'm born in the 70s, and I wouldn't have known that before I did crosswords. Right, story being told is narration. A country is a nation, as opposed to a native. I thought native was of country, which I think will work, but in this case, just need nation for country. Bordering, A is in the clue, and a couple of rivers, so 2 R's. A is important here, so A is per, so you have 1 per day, 1 apiece. A is per, and a class is a form, and to perform is to act. Nice little construction, that. To be pulled along is to be towed, and to get married is to wed. Traditional Sunday lunch is your roast dinner, lovely, which is an anagram of a sort, and that's cooked is anagram indicator. So yeah, simple, very simple surface that. Traditional Sunday lunch, a sort that's cooked, perfect. Right, cavity is a dent, is in the clue, and a source of trouble is the T, which gives you dentist. So dentist may say, oh, that cavity is a source of trouble. So that's fair enough. On to judge it. To judge is to assess. Fools are asses, with the ultimate letter of harshness, so another S on the end. And to try to stop goal is to defend. Brill is deaf, is it? Is that definite? Brill? I don't know. Another Izetti word, I don't know. And a finish is an end. But yeah, try to stop goal is to defend. Deaf for Brill. I think maybe that's a bit kind of, yeah, maybe that's, yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't even make a guess at it. Go on to this one. So, right, one down. Domestic flight. Okay, so this is a cryptic clue, isn't it? Domestic flight is meant to make you think of going somewhere on a plane internally and within the country, but actually it's the flight of stairs within the house. If you see flight in crosswords, cryptics, then it's almost always pointing at the stairs rather than going somewhere on a plane. Q at grannies, I think is an anagram of octogenarians. Funny is your anagram indicator. And octogenarians, which are people who are in their 80s, are old folk. A is in the clue. Northern city, so the city of Sunderland giving up land. So Sunderland without the land becomes asunder, which is in pieces. Nice clue. If you went on horseback, you rode, maybe round. Went on horseback, maybe. So maybe it's attached to that, and then around is an O on the end of that, gives you a rodeo, which is a cowboy event. Right, the chess players are black and white, so you get black and white pieces. Unqualified, so yeah, something's black and white, it's not qualified. You're not saying, well, that's black, yeah, it could be this, but we need to add in this part or whatever, so it's just unqualified. Greatly fears is dreads. Sadder is an anagram of dreads. Changes is your anagram indicator. Gave a speech is declaimed. And an assertion is a claim in a legal document, which is a deed. Yeah, declaimed, another kind of Izetti word there. So we've got crooked, deaf, declaimed. What have we got here? We've got great is intense. Okay, that's a bit obscure synonym, but not not out of the question. Home is in, and past perhaps put behind. Well, I think that's tense as in, so put the past perhaps, so past is an example of a tense in grammar, so perhaps is saying it's an example of that. Put behind, so just put tense after the in for home. A trick is, or a tricks is a traps, tricks and traps. A traps which upset going upwards, so going down becomes Sparta, the old city. There's probably only 3 old cities in a crossword land, which are Sparta, Ur and Troy, but I wasn't quick on that one. Changed is edited. Edward is Ed, and changed diet is an anagram of diet. changes your anagram indicator there to keep it edited. And then finally we've got some, which is the classic hidden word indicator. That oaths is a hidden word in loathsome, and swear words are oaths. So you swear, you swear oaths. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, promises. So there you go, 1303. Words like crooked and deaf and declaimed, not really my bag, but got there in the end, I think, so can't complain too loudly. Anyway, thanks for watching.